Shalom, my name is Michael Decker and I'm a lawyer within the law offices of Decker, Pex, Ophir & Co. Today, before the coming spring holidays, the Jewish holidays mainly here in Israel, we wanted to update you with a guide that we wrote regarding the rights of employees in holidays in Israel. You of course can read the guide and read all the various relevant subjects regarding rights of employees during Israeli holidays, Jewish holidays, and actually holidays regarding all the different religions, because Israel has citizens that are Muslims, Jews, and Christians. However, I will specifically emphasize 3 points, but you can read further in the article. The first point will be regarding organized vacations that the employer can basically enforce on employees. So basically, if employees have already accumulated vacation days that they didn't get used, the employer can enforce on a workplace an organized vacation. And if the organized vacation is 7 days, then the employer needs to notify the employees in advance. The employer can't enforce future vacation days that weren't yet accumulated, and he can't put employees in a minus of vacation days. He can only enforce them to utilize the vacation days that they have already accumulated. This is a custom in many workplaces in Israel because it's beneficial for the workplace, and many times it's also beneficial for the employees. So it's a win-win situation, and you can understand more about this if you read the article. Another point I wanted to discuss is work during holidays. Basically, the Israeli jurisprudence distinguishes between when a worker wants to work during the holiday and when a worker is enforced to work during a holiday. If a worker decides to work on a holiday, then he is supposed to get 150% addition to his pay. If he is enforced to work during a holiday, then we're dealing with 250% addition to his pay. However, it's a bit ambiguous, because when does a worker want to work in the holiday and when is he enforced to work on a holiday? So this issue was brought before the National Labor Law Court in a case of an organization called Alin, and basically it was determined that if there is no clear evidence that the worker wanted to work during the holiday, the presumption is that he was enforced to work during the holiday, and therefore it will almost always be an addition of 250% given to the worker if he works during a holiday. A third point I wanted to discuss is regarding policy. Many workplaces in Israel have policies, for example, of giving gifts in holidays, like to just to go shopping. We're dealing with like gift cards, and if a workplace gives gift cards during every holiday, and this became a custom, and for example, one worker doesn't get a gift card, this worker can argue that this is a custom and that he is eligible to get the gift card. In addition, if a worker is dismissed, for example, after a holiday and wasn't given a gift card, in a lawsuit he submits before the employer, he can argue successfully that he was also deprived of the gift card and that it's already a right that he deserves to get because it became a custom in the workplace. If you want to learn more about all the different subjects that are relevant to rights of employees during holidays, you can of course read our guide, and we want to wish you happy holidays, Chag Sameach.